In this video, we will take a look at the slide of Labia Majora. The slide is stained with hematoxylin-eosin. That means that nuclei of cells are violet and cytoplasm is pink. Labia Majora are two prominent longitudinal cutanous folds. This is the folds. Each labium has an external pigmented surface, which is here. It's an external surface which is covered by stratified squamous keratinized epithelium with many hair follicles. Here it's hair follicles, sebaceous gland which is associated with the hair follicles. It's here hair follicles, and also had an internal surface. It's here. Which is covered by also stratified squamous epithelium, sometimes keratinized, sometimes non-keratinized. In the internal part there are not hair follicles, only 3 sebaceous glands. So underlining dermis is composed of the collagen connective tissue. In the internal part, dermis forms long, narrow papillae. So here it's a visible long, narrow papillae. The dermis forms the papillae under the epithelium. So we will look at closely to the skin glands. For example, here you can see here it's a epidermis with many layers of cells in the stratum basale, spinosum, granulosum, and corneum, and underlining dermis. The papillae is from the loose connective tissue, and deeper reticular layer of dermis contains a dense collagen connective tissue. Here you can see hair follicles here, also here, and here you can see sebaceous gland or holocrine oil gland. This is alveolar shaped of this gland, and cells with a small dark pigmented nuclei, and cytoplasm is full of the oil vacuoles. Another skin gland you can find in the Labia Majora. It's a apocrine sweat gland here. This epithelium which lining the tubular coiled gland, it's a damage during the histological processing. It's a contact with the cells, and basal membrane is damaged. These cells are in the lumen of the tubular gland. It's artifact, it's not a normal view. Here you can see flattened or squamous nuclei of the myoepithelial cells, which have a contractile type of cells, and these cells help to move the product to the duct. So this is the aromatic gland or sweat apocrine gland, and for example here you can see the last type of skin glands is sweat eccrine glands. This is also a tubular coiled gland as apocrine sweat glands, but eccrine sweat gland is smaller, and you can see the cuboidal shaped cells which lining the eccrine sweat glands. Also you can find myoepithelial cells which helps to move the product move to the duct and move into the surface of the skin. So this is the skin glands. The core of Labia Majora, it contains connective and adipose tissue. You can see a lot of adipocytes in the center of Labia Majora. Also collagen fibers and fibroblasts and fibrocytes which produce fibers and extracellular matrix. Here is a nuclei of fibrocyte, also here, and pink collagen fibers. And in the adipose tissue you can find also a big blood vessel here, which is lining one layer of squamous cells called endothelial cells. And here it's nerve fibers here and here, and sometimes it's a visible fatra pacini and corpuscle here. This is nerve endings for this is a receptor for the vibration pacini and corpuscle in the dermis of Labia Majora. So that's all for this slide. Thank you very much.